Doing it well?
Doing it well. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Another fantastic episode of our Alien campaign, All Fear the Ishtar. Um, yeah. Last session, you all wrapped up the job and you got your data payload you were looking for. And we're going to be starting this session with you all meeting up with your contact. What was his name? Cole Chadman? I don't remember things.
That is correct.
Yeah,
Cole
yeah, Cole Chadman.
Cole Chadman. And yeah, you're going to meet up with Cole because he's your handler, get some more information. Oh, Melissa forgot the peanuts.
Oh my gosh. How?
Oh, that's so sad. Anyway, let's meet our cast, and we'll start with our young barbarian who sadly has no peanuts to snack on. Jeff, who you playing?
Hi, I'm Liv. I'm Connor's little sister, I guess you can say. Yeah. Is that okay? Is that
That's
did you get what you need? All right.
Perfect. John.
Yeah, I'm Connor, Liv's older brother. Looked out for her after mom and dad died. We've been kind of on our own for about 10 years and working with Resistance now. Would really like to take the corporations down. But I recognize that not everyone that works for them is a piece of crap. So try to give the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, and here we are working with these guys. So,
Very cool. Very cool. Dan, last session, you just kind of hung out in the car.
Seems right.
Just
I mean,
jamming to some tunes.
Nobody likes me anyways, so.
Well, you did offer drugs.
routine.
Well, I mean, somebody had to. They weren't going to offer themselves.
That's wonderful. Who you playing, man?
Gosh, I almost have to remember now. I'm playing Phil. He's our lovable, definitely not drug pushing doctor who hasn't done any doctor things at all yet.
You did
Not
when
even
you
once.
weren't here.
Yeah.
Oh,
when you
good.
weren't here, you did.
That checks out.
Yeah. Nice. Bert.
Hey, I'm Dean. My car is wrecked.
Right.
My drug dealer was gone. Parts are hard to come by. And, I don't think I much like teenage girls anymore. Just as a general thing, I think I really hate them now.
There were a whole
Like
lot
in
of...
your 30s or something, you probably should have stopped liking them a really long time ago.
Oh, God.
Creep.
Yeah.
Okay. How many of Liv's initials were scorched into the back seat and floorboard of Dean's car?
I don't know if it was her initials, but it was definitely there were messages for sure.
Okay.
And they were not friendly.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And finally, Mr. Mustache himself, Jeremy, what are you playing?
I'm playing Roy Fowler. Used to be a marshal and trying to do something else in my later years here. I got mixed feelings on how that last mission went. I try real hard to talk about not looking for problems, not looking for bloodshed, but it just seems, yeah, I know, Liv. I don't feel good about killing a lot of people.
You get fired up when you get shot, Roy. I get it, man.
And that's why I don't go looking for it, because I don't like the person I am after it starts.
We're just introducing ourselves, man. This isn't freaking therapy, okay? Can you just stay focused? We got a meeting here in a minute. Like, now's not the time.
That is how I focus myself, Liv. Like, be honest and in touch with my emotions.
I would also like to put out there, if you haven't joined our Discord yet,
Why not?
why not? One, you should, because Ashley went through and made Spotify playlists for all of the characters. So you can, go out and jam out to whatever it is that Liv is listening to, or, listen to songs about Roy's achy, breaky heart.
No, that ain't on there.
That
Don't
ain't on
listen to
there?
him.
Okay.
Just or Dean's loop of "I the Tiger" and "Wayward Son." So
Yeah. Spot on.
Constant loop.
I
it's
think
just a loop.
I don't remember for sure, but I think all of Phil's songs were just like Tubular Bells. Just I don't know. But go check those out.
The entire magnum
I could-
opus of Aqualung.
I could see some Jimmy Buffett working its way into Phil's playlist.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I bet Phil's got some Hawaiian shirts in his closet. You're muted, Dan.
I am. I said, should I go get one?
I wouldn't complain.
Maybe when I get some more water, I'll come
Okay.
back
Okay.
appropriately themed.
There you go. Every session from now on that you play Phil, you have to wear a Hawaiian shirt.
I think I can do that. I only have like 2 of them, so there's not going to be a lot of variety.
You're gonna have to buy more. That's all there is to it.
Oh, no.
Anyway. Oh my gosh. Hawaiian Speedos. What are Hawaiian Speedos? I know of regular Speedos. Anyway, we pick back up. You're all floating in ship at the rendezvous point. Who would be working comms? If not, we'll name an NPC and say an NPC is working comms. Let's go ahead. We'll make an NPC. We're gonna go.
Is it that son of a bitch Griff again?
No. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it's Griff Senior.
All right. So, resistance NPCs. Yeah, well, we can call him Griff Senior. This spindly, scrawny, kind of nerdy guy, complete opposite of previous Griff. You all, comm goes off in the ship. Excuse me, everyone. I got a message on the radar that Cole's ship is approaching. That is correct. I've made contact with the Umbra. And he will be arriving here in a few minutes via pod. So be prepared for him to come aboard. Griff out. Thank you.
Thank you, Griff. You're a real asset to this team.
Coming via print on demand?
Oh no, Griffin. Yes, it's all your fault.
Hey.
Ashley, thank you for that sub. Anyway, yeah, you all could probably head up to the, air dock where he would be boarding. He took a little pod over from his ship. The dock, vents open, and here he is. It's a big, muscular dude. He's always got his armor on. And yeah, he sees all of you and like, yeah, good. Glad you all recovered the thing for me. Now, can I have it?
Be kind of silly to have gone through all that and not hand it over to you.
It really would, yeah.
Oh.
All right. Well, he takes it from you, tucks it in a pocket, and y'all get a chance to look over that data, any?
Yeah, I did.
Anything interesting jump out at you right from the get-go?
Oh yeah, lots of interesting routes, kind of locations where they're focused on, things like that.
All right. Well, I'm going to take it back to the boys at main base, and they're going to scrub through this thing. Depending on what all we find, we may have more work for you going that direction.
Sounds good. That kid
Here's
there,
yeah.
he's got his head on a swivel. He can put everything together in a heartbeat. He ought to be your number one choice.
All right, we can handle that. And well, here's some funds to keep you all afloat. And he tosses you just a, we'll say cred stick, whatever it is. Probably got like $3 or $4 grand, just enough for basic maintenance, fuel, food, just covering costs.
You got a contact that's got a line on some parts for a 67 Impala floorboard? Never mind.
No, I don't have any contacts for museums that are willing to part with their, display pieces.
You might want to keep a close eye on this colony we just left.
Things getting hot
Seems
down
like-
there?
Something's up. We found a Wayland Yutani little just like a little remote base, but buried in a suburb.
Yeah, where they totally belong.
Yeah. Well, oh shit. Let's get the crew set up for the crew. Thank you. We'll go ahead and call that 3 rerolls, and it's been enough time that holy shit, even more.
All for Chuck.
For Chuck, thank you. I will
Oh.
use that in an exciting way. Yeah, why don't we call that? We'll go ahead and call that 3 banked rerolls and 2 points of stress relief. You've had enough time to rest, so if you've got any, damage on you, if you've got any stress on you, you can clear that out.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So they got a bunker in a residential area that's hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Things have been... Botto, he's cooled down a little bit, but when he first started fighting, he was out for blood, so I'm not surprised that they might be ramping something up. We'll keep an eye on it. Go ahead and send me a write-up of everything you found down there and send it my way later on. I don't need it this moment. I do have your next job for you if you're all ready.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Don't worry, this one's easy. Don't even have to leave. Well, you're gonna have to leave your ship, but you don't have to, land anywhere. He sends over some coordinates to your PDATs. Head here. You're gonna meet up with a ship called the Grape Shot. They are carrying an informant. You're just gonna pick the informant up, bring him back to home base. Nice and easy.
An escort quest, you say?
Super simple. Let's go.
I hear you say that. I also remember the last job just involved a simple pickup, but that's neither here nor there. We can handle it.
Well, at least this one, the pickup's out in the middle of nowhere. You're not going down into a colony that's in the middle of turmoil.
Yeah, because nothing ever goes wrong in the middle of nowhere.
No, never.
That
true.
won't be a problem.
Keep us flying. We'll be fine.
Anyway,
What are they informant of, by the way?
they're a corpo, right? Some middle management got their hands on some sensitive data. We've already picked up the data, but now they're worried they've been sorted out. Think of it as like protective custody. We're getting them out of there. That way they don't have to worry about any reprisal.
Do they know we're coming for them?
They do, yeah.
Okay.
I've sent your information ahead to the Grape Shot. Their captain.
You have a picture of them so we don't accidentally shoot them in the face.
I'll send something over. when I get
It
back to the
happens
ship.
more than you think.
It does.
That's
No,
fair.
I mean, I've got what might sound like kind of a obtuse question, but how good is the intel he's sent you so far?
So far, it's pretty good.
Okay. Just got that weird sneaking suspicion that somebody gives you just enough to let you bring him in, but they're actually doubling up on the size that they're looking at.
Yeah, it's a fair point. I'll tell you what, if you see this, this informant doing anything shady or fishy, you have my permission to handle it however you see fit. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt first.
Connor looks pointedly at Dean.
Huh? Yeah, what?
Uh-huh.
Right. We're doing something. Yeah. 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 Okay. All right.
All right.
It is like a thing that we do. Things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We do
Life goes
things.
on, I guess. Yeah, it just keeps going.
Obla-dee, obla-da. It does.
Whether you got wheels under you or not, it just keeps going.
You know, Dane, I heard chicks dig
Hey Phil, can we have a
scars.
conversation here in a bit?
Oh,
I need
sure. You got some aches, some pains. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got both of those. Both of those. Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't need to hear that. So, you got your job. Bring them back to headquarters when you're done, or once you got them. And, fly safe.
Yep.
Out he goes.
The door closes. Anybody ever wonder why he always wears that armor? I think he wears it to sleep.
Might feel very comfortable in it.
Maybe he's just.
It might got
fits in
internal
it.
plumbing, I guess. I mean, I don't
Yeah, you ain't riding the cat?
know.
I mean, I'll be
That's true.
honest. You get shot enough, it's hard to take it off. I wear this pretty much other than time to get a bath, and you know how often we bathe here. So
All right.
Now I'm just picturing Roy in a bathtub in his Kevlar. Just his
Mhm.
Kevlar.
just some,
The shirts somehow come and go from underneath, but the Kevlar never leaves.
The Kevlar remains.
I do love me a bubble bath with a little bit of whiskey and a cigar.
Wait. Oh, you have the whiskey. Okay, I was thinking for some reason you were taking a bath in whiskey that you were bubbling.
I mean, I'm not above a whiskey bath. Well, that seems like a waste of good whiskey.
It does. It does
But
seem.
not a waste of bad whiskey, though.
True. Now, I've met some women that are pretty enough that I drink their bath water, but I don't think anybody wants to drink any of my bath water.
I think Liv just told us we should get going.
I apologize. That was untoward.
All right.
So, put my arm around Phil. Phil, let's go explore your medicine cabinet.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you all go through the whatever procedures you have before taking off. Dean, you get into Phil's medicine cabinet,
And then goes and flies the ship because he's
and
a
then he
pilot.
makes me the piloting test to fly the ship.
No, Dean's
worry, I
actually
got-
looking for actual stuff for like anti-depression, whatever, so he can get his head in the game. That's what he's
That's
actually
fair.
looking for.
All right. I mean, I imagine I've got something for that.
Yeah.
Preferably, if I could smoke it, it would be better. But you know, beggars can't be choosers. You know.
Good news. It's a suppository.
A foaming one.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's just like a bath bomb,
I
but
was thinking
for
pop
another.
rocks, but bath bomb works too.
Oh my goodness, that's a good start.
You want to push that?
Yeah, absolutely.
oh.
Maybe you got into the
There you
toucan
go.
stuff.
There you go.
There you go. All right. Yeah. You.
Oh, I get the parking brake on. Hold on.
It
That's
just
like
goes in a few
me
quick
operating-
donuts. And
me operating the elevator at work this morning.
I saw about that. Yeah. All right. Yeah, not a problem. You all set off. Trip's uneventful. Dean, are you going to be working on your car any, or are you still waiting on parts?
I think Dean's gonna be waiting on parts. Like the car's drivable, but he just doesn't
Yeah.
want to. He's gonna give her some time.
I patched it up and made it functional. It ain't pretty, but
Yeah,
it works.
yeah,
He wants it pretty.
that's right. She doesn't like going out in public without her makeup on.
That's fair. Anyone got anything they need to do during this little trip?
Suppose it would be appropriate to let our new, I don't know if house guest is quite the right term. We'll make sure to show her around, kind of.
Margaret, your cook,
Yeah,
Yeah.
our new cook.
your employee, I think.
Try to
Second
make her feel
wife.
at home.
Yeah. Future ex Mrs. Fowler.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, she's very grateful. Take her on a tour. She's pointing out all the quiet, secluded places. But yeah, she's settled in fairly well in her kitchen. She makes sure to, keep the crew going on more than just basic rations. Connor and Liv, she's taken to you two pretty fondly. So when the rest of the crew's not paying too close of attention, she'll get you some baked goods every now and then. Roy, you pretty regularly find a pie waiting for you in your bunk.
There's nothing better than some good pie and coffee.
That's fair.
Life's pretty decent.
Yeah. But eventually you pull up on the coordinates. Small, remote little star system. Completely uninhabitable. There's absolutely nothing here. Just a few planetoids, moons, little asteroid belts. And you're approaching right into the coordinates. You arrive where you're supposed to be. And there's no sign of anyone or anything.
Good. That's what we like.
Isn't it
So
though?
we can leave now since they're not here. They're probably already dead, so we can just go back and do something else.
I'm gonna check
Yeah,
our,
right.
I'm gonna check our
starting.
sensors.
Go ahead. Comtech.
Yeah.
I was hoping we'd just look out the windows and call it good.
You know what? I'll push that.
Sure.
A little better.
Yeah, you do your sweep scans. Maybe takes you 20 or 30 minutes. You're going over it pretty heavily, and you pick up something in the kind of small asteroid belt. Something doesn't quite read right. Move the ship in a little closer. There is a vessel. Not giving off any real signatures here. Just drifting in the belt.
There's a ship there. Think you can head for it there, Dean. It's running cold.
Can we
Yeah.
identify it first before we get close to it? Is it the one we're looking for? Is it the grape shot?
So there'd be two ways to identify this. Seeing as it was running cold, it was 2 successes needed just to find it. You could try another Comtech, see if you could pick it out that way, or you could move in close enough for visual range and identify it that way, and it would take a piloting test.
Well, I'm definitely doing that. And then if you want to do Comtech as well, just,
Sure.
I'm not going to get right up on it, but just so we can look at it better.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. You both pull a success. Yeah, with those two together, yeah, you move up close, you hit it, and with visual and a little bit of information that Cole gave you, you get a positive identification. It's a grape shot.
Huh.
Any signs that it's come under fire, or any signs that it's been damaged?
Yeah, you're close enough now with physical, line of sight on this thing. Yeah, it's got damage on it. It's
Hmm.
looking pretty battered. Clear signs of weapon fire.
It's in a asteroid field, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any other thing on? Do we have any other signals? Like, are there any other ships laying in wait?
With the comtech that Connor pulled through, he's not picking anything up.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll go look. We have a shuttle or something?
yeah, you got a shuttle.
Well, shit. Why don't I come over there with you? You need a pair of hands if we want to get it up and running anyway. So,
All
Dean will
right.
just run the systems check to make sure communications are good between the shuttle and the ship, and just do a
Sure.
quick.
Heavy machine test, yeah.
You coming, old man? Phil, you can stay.
Oh, I was just
Mhm.
gonna do that anyways. So I mean,
Well,
So,
I wouldn't turn down your invitation.
Chuck.
Yes.
So I think Dean finds something that's bad about the shuttle,
Sure.
and he's about to report it. Then he's like, "It might kill the kid."
Oh, shit.
Smiles.
Oh, shit.
Connor not trusting Dean, but also independently done his own little check.
Yeah. You find the O2 feed through the shuttle has got a nick in it or something like that. And not enough that you'd suffocate,
sorry about
but
that.
just that little offshoot's going to make piloting this shuttle a real pain in the ass, especially in an asteroid field.
I'll patch that up.
Sure. All right. Who's going?
I'm in.
All right. So Dean and Phil are hanging back. All right. Yeah. So the three of you pile into the shuttle. I would imagine you've got tools, some supplies that you would need to, run a
Gun, knife, no means no, cutting torch, service pistol, and Kevlar. I am ready.
Perfect. Who's
I've
flying it?
Gotta.
Yep.
I'll fly.
Okay. Piloting test.
I trust her.
I have no rings in piloting. I don't know why you should.
I saw how you drove. I know you're good at this.
Okay.
You're natural.
You do it.
See?
It is rough. Maybe you skim a couple rocks here and there. But you make it. And
The
as
important
you
thing is
it
how
up.
quickly you course correct. That's just raw talent right there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. As you get closer to this thing, you can see that, yeah, this thing has definitely received damage. It was attacked. There's no denying just the basics you see. You see that, heavy gunfire just dotting across the hull back and forth. But you move up to the little docking port, connect in. As your shuttle kind of syncs up with the system, you do get a feed that there is pressure and atmosphere inside the vessel.
Connor's still gonna keep it. He brought his own personal compression suit with, and he's just wearing that. It's like
I agree. It's smart.
just in case.
You never know which areas got damaged.
or when something might give way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll head over first.
Okay.
It's got its spiky mohawk and
Oh yeah,
decked
your
out
suit
in
does.
multicolors. Yeah.
Yeah, you cycle the airlock. Your door slides open. You can move into the center chamber. Your door slides shut, and then the interior door would slide open. And as that interior door slides open, you are greeted with 3 or 4 people in compression suits, kind of armed, back a little ways, like they've got some tables and whatnot set up for cover, with weapons on you.
Easy. Hi there.
Who are you?
So,
The hell are you doing on my ship?
my name's Connor. With that ship over there, we were just kind of laying over for a minute and picked you up on the scope.
It's the name of your ship.
Look, what is the name of our ship?
Uh,
Totally forgot.
One of them.
The Bellerophon.
Yeah.
Bellerophon.
Bellerophon. Yes.
Although some folks do like to call it the banana phone.
Yeah. Or the banana phone. Yeah.
Cole send you?
Yeah.
You can see they all kind of look back and forth and they relax. They, take their weapons off of you. One of the guys walks up to you, puts a hand out. Name Sawyer. Captain here.
Nice to meet you, Sawyer. What happened?
Fucking pirates. You all are about a day late.
Yeah.
But
What kind of pirates?
what's that?
What kind of pirates?
Fucking
Were they
space
space
pirates.
pirates?
I mean, certainly aren't pirates of the high sea out here.
Well, you never know.
Yeah. No, yeah. They showed up. They demanded we turn over our cargo. We politely declined. And then they filled us full of holes until we stopped fighting back and boarded and took our mutual cargo.
Oh,
That's unfortunate for both of us.
interesting.
That was a little too convenient, in my opinion.
I agree.
Why didn't you like hide them or something?
Well, we did. And we lost a lot of good friends, family, crewmen.
I don't need your life story. Okay, so how did they know that he was your cargo? Do you not have anything else on the ship that you could have said was your cargo?
That was our play. We have some other shit in the back. We were trying to turn that over. And no, they called out the person by name.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like some random ambush then. They knew
No,
you had
they
him and
knew
were okay.
where we were going to be, what we were carrying.
It's not good news.
Nope. Got ourselves some corporate finance privateers.
No.
I believe it.
And the guy already gave all the information that we needed, right?
That's
what they
Cole
said.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you guys need like a ride back or something? Because I feel like we're done here, right? Connor, like,
Yeah,
like
maybe, but he's also an informant that might have ideas of who other people are in other
Mhm.
cells, I'm guessing. So
It does go both ways, not only for showing good faith, but also the contacts he's made to be able to deliver the information that he has. Well, smarter minds than mine might be able to weasel into the resistance by using that.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to go after, it's your call. We're
me
dead
take
in the
a-
water at the moment.
yeah, about that. Let me take a look and see what I can do.
Sure thing. He gets a crewmate to take him back to the engine room. Anyway, yeah, speaking to Liv, and Roy's like, listen, I was supposed to hand them off to you. They got stolen from us. Honestly, I don't give a shit at this point. We're in no shape to go after them. I would not hold it against you if you opted to not go after them. But like you said there, Roy, goes two ways.
Well, we'll make sure you're taken care of, obviously, but I'm at least of the opinion we should try and follow up on it.
We did get we did have some sensors. Well, our sensors are still up. That's the only thing that is really working around here at the moment. And we did get a heading on which direction they left. So if you want that data, it's all yours.
Much obliged.
All right, we'll get someone to send that over to your ship. Anyway, we got work to do. Friend with the spiky helmet, appreciate giving a hand. If you two want to give a hand, we'd appreciate the help. If not, I'll show you somewhere you can kick your feet up till they're done.
I
Or
mean,
you're welcome to head back to your ship. Either way.
I don't really know much about putting any of this together.
That's fair.
I hate not feeling useful. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
All right, buddy, that's the toilet. I don't know how you ended up in the bathroom, but that ain't gonna get anything flying. I like how Dan's camera zooms in on
I
his
do
shame.
too. Dan's
Could
got
send
like
some turds flying.
you got action cam there, Dan.
Yeah.
That's
I do. The
Action cam
NVIDIA
for
software
Action Dan.
is
see
is interesting.
now is when we need you to be a pilot, and you can be like, oh,
Oh shit.
Whoa.
That's beautiful. Anyway. Well, what about you, Miss? I didn't get your name.
Okay. So she'll get out her cutting torch and she's like, where are we going? I can help. You need me to fix something?
Yeah, let's do that. I would presume Liv's probably in a pressure suit. You would all have him on your ship.
No, she's in. I think I only have Kevlar. So.
Only Kevlar.
Unless there's specifically something on the ship. Yeah.
No, I mean,
So I didn't mean to click that.
no, that's all right. Well, if you want to hop in a suit, we got some decompressed areas. You can go patch up holes there. If not, you can head back to the engine room and help out back there as well. Either one's good.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just do that. Then fine. All right. Are we done? Are we done here?
Yeah, I think so.
If you ever point a gun at my brother again, I'm going to cut off your hands.
Okay.
Which way is the engine room?
That's fair. That way.
Okay.
He'll kind of
All right.
grab you back, Roy, a little bit after he points you in the direction Liv. She terrifies me.
Yep. She's a good egg. She's going to turn out all right. She's going through a phase, kind of testing the waters, learning who she is. And who she is a hell of a strong woman.
Yeah. Well, still terrifies me.
Yeah.
Come
Thank
on,
God
Roy.
she's got
Let's go get some
Connor
coffee.
over there. Yeah, coffee. Oh, God, I'd go for some.
All right. So, yeah, Roy, he gives you a little tour of his broken down ship, get some coffee going. Connor and Liv, two of you end up back in the engine room. Go ahead. Well, it looks like you've already given me your heavy machinery test. That's good. Connor, have you?
not yet, but let me. I'm just gonna shift that off. Yep. Okay. Just adding in my bonus for tools and such.
Sure.
No,
You can't push that, can you? No? Give me that stress roll.
apparently not. So, yeah,
Jeremy roll right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look at that.
Yeah, you're keeping it together.
Yeah, your ship is all kinds of messed up.
More specifically, as you're kind of like working back in these small compartments, Liv, you're, patching up different drive rods and whatnot here and there, getting things going so they can start moving again. Connor, you're shin deep in in these different parts, and as you reach down, you're like, oh shit, there's an oil leak down here. Something's leaking. You start fishing around for it. It's where you can't really see it, so you just got your hand shoved in there, and you find something kind of soft and kind of wet, a little cold. You pull it out, and it is someone's thumb. And that's where your stress comes from. It's not your thumb, thank goodness.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, you probably give a little reaction to it.
Ah,
Oh shit, that's Smitty's thumb. He done lost it when he tried to fix it, a couple hours ago.
no.
Here, let me get that back.
Yeah, you got a doc that can do something about that?
Well, Doc got killed, but Smitty's in cryo. We'll just toss his thumb in there too and let him sort it out when we get back somewhere.
Otherwise, we got a guy over on ours might be able to help you out. His name's Phil.
All right. Well, I'll go get Smitty and we'll head on over.
Hey, did you happen to get any readings on the ship that shot you up? Connor not being part of the earlier conversation.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, they talked first. They introduced themselves.
Shit.
They seemed real funny, and as they were demanding we hand over our cargo, Captain refused. They shared the name of the person we were transporting. Captain refused harder, and they opened fire. So, I mean, yeah, it's easy enough. They're
Get an idea of which way they went?
well, yeah, and I think I heard the captain say he was sending the
Okay.
sensor data on the direction they went. But yeah, it was their little ship. Well, I say little. It was armed to the damn teeth. It was called the Pond Slider, and being flown by Captain Ripper Torres. Sounds fake as hell to me, but yeah.
Interesting.
You just take them
as we're-
coordinates and punch them in your computer, see if you can line anything up with where they might have been going.
Yeah. Got an idea about that. As I get back to work, I thumb open my mic to Dean and the rest. I'm like, hey, we got those coordinates. Why don't you compare them to the other information that we recently came into and see if there's anything that lines up?
Yep. Gotcha. So while this is going on, Chuck, Dean has been suspicious that this might just be like a trap. So he's been checking the scanners, making sure there's nothing coming in on them, looking for any residual trails of anything. When this comes over, it's okay.
Yeah, give
So
me
he's been
contact.
pretty sharp at the console.
Yeah, give me contact.
Comtech. I'm not good at it, but I have it. I'll push that. Sure. One. Success.
Well, I'll tell you one success. You do get a solid confirmation that there is nothing else out here. You and this other ship are alone. No signs of anything fishy. Sadly, it has been long enough that you aren't able to pick up any kind of drive, trail or signature indicating where they might have gone. As Connor had mentioned, their captain did send over the bit of sensor data they had as the other ship was leaving. And you could, comparing it against the data you already have, I won't make you roll for that. There is no lineup. Just right off the bat, there's nothing as far as any of those things that Connor found on that data, nothing that lines up with that. Now, let's see here.
You about to self-destruct?
If you were to give me and I'll call it your choice, either a piloting or I really think piloting fits that the best. Yeah, if you give me
not a problem.
piloting test.
Oh my gosh. Well, one success.
Actually,
but I
that's
did
two successes. If you want to give me a stress roll, you're doing fine.
Whatever.
Okay. So you're going to get some data off of that. I'll give that to you here in a second. Phil, as a patient arrives
Oh boy,
Uh,
here I go, doctorate again.
groggy, kind of younger guy, and
Hydrated.
poorly bandaged. And they did manage to throw his thumb after it was found by Connor into a little Ziploc bag with some ice.
Maybe it'll help, you know. Sprinkle a little pixie dust on it. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Okay. Yeah, they head back to your med bay. You gonna give me a healing test?
Sure, sure.
You're so bad
Now
at healing.
that's not right.
No.
Oh, you rolled it as an attack.
Oh, okay. I was like, I just picked the wrong equipment. All right, that makes sense. Let's try this one more time. The first time was just a joke.
Otherwise, you could
Right.
right click on medicine and just like add, I think, 2 dice or whatever it gives you.
Yeah, it's not letting me actually roll the medical kit for some
Yeah.
reason. So
Yeah.
I'll just
Yeah.
doesn't seem right. Maybe I am bad at medical stuff, or else I miskeyed my stats.
That's a great question. Oh, there's plenty of dice
Okay.
there. Look at that. You
And
even pulled a success. You don't push
I'll
that?
stick the 2 more for the equipment on there real quick. And
Okay.
sure, let's push it.
Don't forget your 2 extra die.
Hey, look at that. What's that? Three successes?
You actually do a semi decent job. Now the thumb
Oh
is.
wow. Hold on now.
Are you multi pushing?
Of course.
4
They
successes.
only got me to. I get to roll 1 d6. That didn't help. So
4 successes. Okay, that was risky.
why not?
Yeah, Phil, you actually do a really great job. You don't. The thumb is dead. It's too long. Nothing you can do about it. You don't have the equipment to grow a replacement. But just so happens you do have some, prosthetic devices. You patch them up, get the nerve damage kind of fixed up here and there, and stick them with a really scrawny little, prosthetic, little robotic thumb.
There we go. It wiggles sometimes when you want it to, and sometimes when you don't.
Phil, that was actually very impressive. The rest of your crew wasn't there to witness it. But this guy, he's going to head on back to his ship and talk about how fantastic and amazing their doctor is. Probably also in a way better mood because you gave him an unnecessarily large amount of painkillers.
I mean, clearly he's just high. We all know Dr. Phil. Don't know what he's doing.
He'll feel great.
They like him so much they can take him.
There was a bad one in there. Maybe nobody caught it.
I caught it. Okay. Yeah. Some time goes by. Dean, you did roll me a CommTech test, didn't you?
Just the one you asked for. Do you want another?
No, I'm good with the one you asked for. No, you just did roll the 1 earlier. Then that was piloting. That's the piloting test. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you kind of lay out. You're doing some math, plugging some numbers into the computer, and kind of judging the direction that the other ship read them going off. If they maintained that heading, there are 2 places not too far out that they could have possibly gone to. The first one being this old rundown fuel depot. Still, last you knew, is in service. And the other place was a small farming colony. One of these, not corporate backer, all privately paid for. It's everyone kind of talks about it here and there because it was definitely, it's got that kind of like commune vibe, like almost kind of a religious style movement, going out, living the rustic life in space, I guess.
Space hermit.
Not space hermit, more space hippies.
I kind of get Dean is kind of old school in some ways. So like he's got all this up on his monitor, but he's got like a ruler and a grease pen.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely. Yeah.
writing on. He's like, okay. Hey, we got 2 possible locations that match up with some of that data we've got. What do you think about this?
Yeah.
Spill.
So yeah,
Was that directed at anyone in particular?
I think that
Oh,
was
you're the one
crew.
that asked. Well,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, specifically.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. What do the rest of you think? Kind of.
And before we have this full conversation, we'll say you all kind of finish working on the ship, head back to yours. They're in a good enough shape that they can make it back to somewhere safe to get more repairs. So you've done enough to get them moving. So yeah, we'll say you're all back on the banana phone and you are having this conversation in person.
So the fueling station or a farm colony?
Can I look up to see if like either one of these has been in the news lately?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me just a looking it up in the news. Just give me an observation test. We'll call it that. Roll me your stress.
Keep forgetting I have a -2 modifier I can put in there.
If you've got the talent, I think it automatically factors it in.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say this. I don't actually know if you keep it together. You don't have a panic at that point, or a
Correct. Yeah, you don't have a
Okay.
condition.
Correct.
good deal.
So yeah, 1 point.
Apparently, it does not. By the way, because I put in a -2, I rolled a 6, and it said so like it should have been -4 if it did the -2 originally.
Oh yeah.
So it does not look like it does it
Well, it says
automatically.
plus talent.
No,
So
it has it. It has a
yeah, showing
-2
that you
from
got
your
to roll a
talents.
4. So if your die came up
Hover
with a
over the
6.
roll. You'll
Oh,
see.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. So Dean, yeah, the this farming colony is been in the news quite a few times. Mainly they're kind of out there, man. Like your little bit of stress is they've definitely set up some very light dress codes for certain celebrations that they've started on the planet.
Oh, hey, they're a nudie colony. Look at this.
But other than that, nothing malicious. It's a lot of laughing by the intergalactic community. Just like, look how weird these people are who are just out here doing their own thing.
I mean, I'd propose we look at this with the assumption that this was a corporate funded job of intent. And where do we think that those folks would most likely have a toehold? Now, the fueling station, maybe. But I would also assume the farm is a place where they could kind of, if you're a bean county, you want to double dip on your investment, you can run some experiments there, be growing some crazy stuff. Hell, maybe they're like testing hallucinogenics on the folks that live there. Give some corporate sponsorship to a bunch of dirty hippies. I don't know.
You don't think the more likely situation is that they were just hitting a gas station before they had to go to wherever it is they were making their rendezvous? You just want to go to a nudie colony is what it is, Roy.
All right, you got me. I'm a dirty old man.
Yep.
The mustache just kind of bristles.
no, I mean, on the one hand, it makes sense for them to operate out of the fueling station, be headed there. On the other hand, it's going to be more populated, more people seeing them coming and going.
Mm-hmm.
depends on how much of a low profile. Do we know anything about this group at all? Have we heard
You
of
know
them?
the name of their ship. You know their captain.
We find can we dig up any information on them?
You could give me a comtech.
Sure. Okay.
A couple of successes. Sure, you see some news feeds here and there talking about different crimes, them being wanted, just regular old pirate stuff. Secondary success. I'll say they're fairly localized.
Okay.
This is definitely kind of outside of their normal territory that they patrol.
Okay. Actually, the fueling station might not be a bad idea then. If they're outside their normal territory.
Everybody
they
needs
needed-
gas,
Yeah.
chips, pizza.
You buy pizza at a gas station, Phil?
That's the best place to get sushi too.
I don't know about you, but that and sandwiches too. Great
How am I
sandwiches.
on
Or
this ship
sometimes
with
you can
these
get a
people?
good deal on if you buy 2 hot dogs instead of 1.
Yeah, and the pretzels. Don't even get me started.
Oh shit, am I agreeing with you on Phil? God damn it.
I just buy the energy drinks. I'm good.
You see, once you reach a certain age, if you don't keep your head in a good place, Liv, you start to hate yourself and make bad choices.
You started making bad choices when you started eating sushi from a gas station.
Yeah, that's a pretty good, examination of that.
Have you had sushi from a gas station?
It's the best.
Don't-
There's
After
a
it
lot of
ferments
things I
just a little.
haven't done,
It's an
and I'm
experience.
okay with that.
Yeah, you don't need to repeat my mistakes.
So,
See, if you learn from the mistakes of those that come before you, Liv, you see just a cacophony of mistakes. There's so much knowledge of what not to do just by looking upon us.
This is a very educational ship. Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
shit. Now I just want to go to the gas station just because I'm hungry. So let's go to the gas station, huh?
okay.
I am too.
Dean, give me your pilot test.
Sorry, I lost my character.
Oh,
All
always
right.
what we like to hear is the pilot go,
What button was that? Oh
man,
yeah.
You knock it out
Oh,
of the park,
my.
man. That's
Dean's a little
fantastic.
paranoid, actually. He's like,
Okay, kind of
pirates,
taking some
pirates.
evasive kind of things, using cover when you can, maybe flying a little on the dark side, a little more difficult, but yeah, not a problem. You do a great job. Avoid anything that might be out there. But about a day's travel or so, you eventually come up on this very rundown station. It's got these huge fuel tanks that's fixed to it. It's seen better days. You can see there's 4 or 5 other ships docked at it. This is way the hell off the beaten track. And it shows. It really does. But yeah, as you're kind of coming in towards it, they've got that kind of like mass blast of advertisements they send out across your screens. They also send some docking information like, load up here. Here's what we're charging for fuel, and it is very expensive. And also listing of, accommodations that they would have on the station. It's not much, but it's, get out of the ship and stretch your legs for a little bit.
Are there any vessels here that match the description of the ship we're looking for?
Just right off the bat, no. Give me an observation test.
Sure thing.
Is that the price for gas, or are we buying an organ?
I mean, I'd option maybe both.
Hmm.
So Connor, once again, no signs matching the description that you're looking for, but you definitely, the few other vessels here, you're definitely picking up some irregularities. Like, you know, they look kind of run down and junky, but you can see, you know, maybe they've got a little bit too much engine shoved into them. Other ships looks like they're just covered in junk, but you can see it's all ploy to disguise weaponry attached to the ship.
I'll point that out to everyone on the ship. Like, this is
Hmm.
probably a pirate hangout.
Yep.
So
You pay a
be
premium on the fuel because you're doing
on your
it
toes. Yeah.
outside of observational territory. Yeah. Hmm.
But yeah, Dean, you rolled fantastic on your pilot test, so it's not a problem for you to dock where instructed.
Mm-hmm. Look more piratical, guys. Let's fit in.
Hmm.
Arr.
Yeah. Is everyone heading on to the
Hmm.
station?
I mean, I'm not gonna get pretzels for myself if I don't. So
Sure.
Assume we have some kind of security system on the ship.
Yeah, something at least locks down pretty well. And you've got a handful of NPCs that are.
Just give Marge a
Sure.
gun. It'll
Yeah.
be fine.
don't worry. On our way out, we'll hook a little master lock on there, and
Perfect.
they'll know.
Perfect.
I gotta
You
keep up.
respect. You respect the master lock.
Yeah. As you all head aboard.
It's the club.
That's it. Exactly. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I think that's a good idea, Liv. I'm going to give her one of the guns that has a stun ability. It's not everybody wants to get blood on their hands, but she should be able to defend herself. That's a great thought, young lady.
Should you ask her if she wants the one with the stun setting, maybe, instead of
I'm
making
going
the
to
choice
ask her
for her?
first.
There you go.
You're just too smart for your own good. And I respect that. Thank
I
you
hand
for
her a
speaking your
combat
mind.
knife for when you got to get up and personal. Here you go.
I appreciate it, but it's.
Third rib down. That's the goodies.
Oh, you don't.
Slide it in. Third rib.
You don't need to tell me. And she's got this big meat cleaver. She kind of like takes out of the block. I'll just use this. You know, back
Good choice. Good
a
heft.
couple husbands ago, we were a traveling entertainment troupe and learned quite a bit about throwing knives during that.
I mean,
That
plus
sounds like
you've
a-
been living in a gang-ridden neighborhood on a different planet for God knows how long all by yourself. But hey, let's explain to her how to survive. Yeah, let's all go ahead and do that. I'm sorry,
I'd love
Marge.
to hear
That's okay.
that story about the traveling entertainers when we get back.
Oh,
I want to hear all
absolutely.
about it.
We were called the Abracastabbers.
That is
Bye.
a great name.
Can't even argue with that. I
You
mean,
can't.
Yo,
It's perfect.
no.
You know, I don't always like to go walking onto a ship full of pirates, but when I do, I like to have a good laugh beforehand so that I die with a good mood in my head.
Not gonna die. We'll be fine.
No, I know, but it's nice to have that positive attitude.
Yep.
Abracadabra. God damn.
Yeah,
Well, Dean does put on his Kevlar under
sure.
his jacket.
Yeah. I'll slip on
Liv
my
wears
Kevlar as
it
well.
clear as day.
Yeah.
They're gonna see it. She doesn't give a shit. Yep. Guns and everything.
Okay.
All right.
You
It's a
all.
pirate place. Are we expecting them not to have weapons? Like, if
Right.
we don't go on there, I feel like we're going to draw more attention to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Kevlar just
So-
clashes with my wardrobe. I gotta have my jacket. This is
Yeah,
actual
100
leather. Cows died for this.
60-year-old clothes. It's great.
Okay. You all head aboard the station.
Mhm.
Yep.
Lots of market. You can tell this was probably a really nice place, 50 or 60 years ago. as you head in, it's very empty. You see the occasional working Joe kind of scuttling about, doing this, doing that. But there are kind of signs pointing this direction and that direction. Once you kind of get into the central hub of this station, some of the attractions that they point out is there is an actual casino aboard. There is a restaurant. It's a very off-brand buffet. They do have a full
Buffet.
repair shop. So if you're in need of repairs, you absolutely can. And yeah, a souvenir shop.
That's important.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Get some more things to put in my bag.
Yeah. So what are y'all gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Pretzels, gotta find them, gotta have them in my face.
Roy, I feel like this might be your wheelhouse if it comes to digging up information.
I mean, my guess is they probably do legitimately fuel up here. So maybe making contact with whoever arranges that wouldn't be a bad thing. But also, not saying it's right or wrong, but most of the time after a good bit of violence and action, most people need a little R&R, and might not hurt to search for the less scrupulous forms of entertainment around here.
Did we happen to
So-
get a list of the stuff that they stole so that we can maybe go and look in a pawn
They
shop and see if
Only
it's
took
here?
the person.
One thing.
That's it.
That
Wow.
is
Yeah.
it.
They're not pirates.
Probably not. Not in the traditional sense.
But they're pretending to be. Now that
Mhm.
might give you a mindset of what would somebody who's pretending to be a pirate go and do?
Buffet
Well, aren't
casino.
we pretending to be pirates? So what would we do?
Look at my face. I can't pretend to be a pirate for shit.
We're independent contractors.
You
I
know,
mean, like right now,
Liv?
now.
Liv, you
I-
want to go to the casino, Liv?
What?
Would you like
Yeah,
to go to the casino with me?
Whatever. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, okay, fine. Oh my god.
I have a feeling that
How does the ship take off and fly with this crew? Oh my god.
Well, you see, it
Shut
does.
the fuck up, Phil. God.
I have a feeling that real pirates, good enough to still be alive and plying the trade, would know when you got some fake pirates here. Maybe that's an angle. Just ask around and say, hey, you have any corp types trying to be you come by through lately?
That's fair enough. All right. So, for sure, we've got Connor and Liv heading up to the casino. Anyone going with them, or are you breaking off and heading somewhere else?
I'm hitting a buffet.
Hitting the buffet. Fair enough.
Mm.
All right. Roy,
Connor will
Phil?
come destroy that later.
Yeah, I mean, I
really
wanted a
want-
pretzel.
buffet.
I really do want to hit the buffet, but I'll probably stick with Connor and Liv.
Okay.
There's something kind of fun about going to a space casino. Like go to the penny machines.
Absolutely. Let's see who we're going to start with. I'm going to roll a d6. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to a buffet. 4, 5, and 6. We're going to the casino first. Going to the casino first. So, Liv, Connor, and Roy, the three of you, head up a couple rings. And yeah, you see this very gaudy, like bright neon lights everywhere. Casino. Just smokes in the air. You can see different, very basic working Joe Sense running around serving cocktails. As you approach the entrance to the casino, a couple of very heavily armed bouncers. Welcome to Wacky Jack's Coin Palace. If you wish entrance, all weapons must be checked in at the coat room. And he points to a little counter nearby listed as the coat room, and underneath of it, or behind the counter, you just see racks and racks of like weapon lockers. You can see maybe there's a couple dozen people in the casino gambling. So, yes, check your weapons first, and then you are welcome to enter.
Pull out my little
Quick-
surgical knife. Does this count as a weapon?
You went to the buffet.
Oh, sorry.
But do just a quick glance to make sure the people in there do appear to be unarmed.
Observation test.
Do, 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 do.
Do you want to push that?
Name it. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, everyone seems to be unarmed.
Connor has no problem. I mean, he's got a knife and the gun. So
Yeah, a working Joe takes your weapons, gives you a ticket, and you can see the working Joe locks them in a little locker.
I turn and look at Liv, waiting for her to just.
Yeah. So, do you have weapons?
To the bouncer.
Yeah.
Oh, you can clearly see he's obviously armed.
Right. It was more rhetorical. So you have weapons,
Yeah.
and then you want us to go in there while you have weapons.
Yep.
No, I don't. That's just not going to work for me.
All
Here's what I'm going to do for you.
right.
I'm going to promise not to use them to hurt anybody that doesn't first try to hurt me. And that's just what you're going to, I'll put it in writing if you two know how to read or whatever, but that's just what's going to happen.
But here's the thing. She's got a mouth and she's got an attitude, but you know why? There's some hopped up fella last place we stopped, tried to reach in through a car window, grab at her, you know? She's tough, but she's young, right? And you can't expect her to be feeling comfortable here. She wants to be with her brother, right? And that makes sense. But she's also, look at the eyes there. Like there's some toughness around the edges there, but look inside. Look deep down inside and see the innocence of that girl's face.
It's a moving sob story there, Grandpa.
Yeah, he does not shut up. It's ridiculous. I cannot take it. But I
And-
promise I won't lose my patience and shoot him inside of your casino. I
I'm
will
sorry.
take that onto our own ship.
As he kind of puts his hand up, you can tell he's kind of like shielding his body a little bit, maybe keeping someone else from noticing. Kind of does the I'm sorry, but there's no exceptions to the
Okay,
rules.
that's fine. And she will kind of slap him in the hand, and she'll palm $100 bill because she has $300 cash. She'll palm $100 bill into his hand.
Thank you.
No worries, I understand.
Thank you for being so appreciative. You have a great day now that we have confirmed that you are not armed. Please enjoy our gambling establishment.
And she'll wander in with a smile on her face.
Old man, you still got to check your weapons.
Actually, I was hoping I might draw with y'all, folks, because let's be honest, like there's other folks up above you that are making a lot of the money, but you're the ones here at the checkpoint. You're the ones that watch everything that goes on. In a lot of ways, some might even argue you're some of the most important people on this station.
I mean, you ain't wrong.
I know.
Give me a manipulation test.
I will. I'll use my voice of authority to make that a command check instead.
Sure.
And I'm just laughing at Jack.
I got a 1. All those dice got a 1.
You know what you need to do.
2.
You only roll things you're not good at.
I should just roll melee combat. I should
Just make a
I should
character
just
that's
get a
terrible at
punch
everything.
out with them.
Hey there,
Roll my
Captain.
whopping
Just
3 dice.
swing. Just punch. Don't even.
Yeah, you know, we're pretty important, but you know who else is really important around here? Person who gives us our paychecks.
Mm.
Because money's important.
Yeah, I got you on that. Can I just ask you a question?
I guess you ain't
You had
wandering
any
in.
folks? No. Honestly, I made myself quit on the machines on account of wrecked my second marriage. You
Hmm.
know. But you seen anything peculiar around here late? Because I want to speak out of turn, but word is there's some folks that are acting a certain way, trying to look a certain way, but ain't necessarily what they're pretending to be.
You got real specific there. I was going to say, if you're asking about anything peculiar, there was
Mhm.
a young lady earlier armed to the teeth that bribed me $100 to get in without checking her weapons. But people pretending to be something they're not. I mean, you got the stink of a lawman on you. Are you pretending to be not a lawman?
Can I shoot straight with you?
Sure.
They kicked me off the force for shooting a fella.
That's kind of badass. I thought that was kind of the whole point of it, though.
It depends. The thing is, they pay you to shoot the people they want you to shoot. I decided I want to shoot someone else.
All right. That's pretty good. I mean, people pretending. We get, people pretending to slum it through here all the time. It's pretty regular. People taking the back ways to places, not wanting to get noticed.
Hmm. Fair enough. He'll just start jawing with them for a
Sure.
bit. He might slide in some questions about their opinions, but that dirty hippie colony with all them nudies. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
put
I took some R&R there a little bit, and I was wildly disappointed. They
because I
were.
was. I mean, I'm not saying that's my thing, but I was just curious.
Yeah, no, it ain't nothing like you'd expect. Like, he showed up and they're like, "Hey, welcome aboard. Your work shift starts at 6 a.m. And like, if you wanted to eat, you had to do work." I will say it was pretty cool though, the fact that they had would have never guessed, they had like a racetrack and stuff down there.
Racetrack.
Yeah, like some of them, old heads down there like tinkering. They got a little racetrack, do old cars and shit.
New old cars and shit, huh?
It was kind of neat, but I mean, it was not. I was expecting, like you see on the vid commercials, where like, come to this sandy beach and like
Mm-hmm.
ain't nobody got no clothes on, and like we serve you like fancy
Yeah, I
drinks
never.
and tall cold glasses with umbrellas, and it wasn't nothing like that. Like they
Oh,
work.
I gotta tell you, you didn't miss much. I tried nude beach once. There ain't nothing worse than sand up in your crack. You feel like you're sawing yourself in half by the time the day's out.
It sounds unpleasant,
It is unpleasant.
very unpleasant. All right. Let's take a pause from that and go visit our friends at the buffet. And then we're going to come back up and visit Connor and Liv in the casino floor. So, Dean and Phil, you all head over to the buffet. It's got this like maroon carpet. It's got these rows of different, buffet tables, all the food on it. It's gold, like tubing kind of wrapped around everything. Very kind of like 1970s buffet style. Smells good. There's plenty of food. You see a handful of people eating here and there. As you kind of walk up to it, young waitress, maybe in her, early to mid 20s, standing at the front register. Throws out, $30 a person, all you can eat. You're allowed to take 2 pounds with you, and it comes with drink and free refills.
Sign me up.
Sold.
She takes your cash. All right, here's your ticket. Put this on your table. Here's your glasses. Get a clean plate every time you go up. And please don't take your tongs from one food and stick it into another one. Use the tongs in each dish that are included with the dish. Some
Don't
people
worry.
have allergies.
I have done this before.
All right. Enjoy. Say it where you want.
Wait, hold on a second. Look around. You can always judge how good a buffet is by how big the bathrooms are.
We got the bathrooms are over here and over there and then back over there. They're
All right.
large,
All
like
right.
6 or 7 stalls each.
Sounds about right.
It's one of the few things that work right around here.
I don't know. We can ask much more than that.
So I want to find a table that's kind of central so that
Yeah.
I could hear a bunch of people talking around us.
Okay. Not a problem. It's easy enough to do. You just kind of give it a look here and there. You can see a lot of people are kind of clinging to the outsides of the restaurant. But you kind of, like you said, get something central. You can probably hear some people small talk as they're getting food at the buffet. And if you give a little bit of strain, you might be able to pick up conversations at some of the other tables here and there.
Yep. Perfect.
That's
Yeah. So yeah, you drop your ticket off, go grab your first round of plates.
Now you got to remember, you got to pace yourself with this. All killer, no filler. You don't touch the bread. You don't touch the salads. You go right for the meat.
yeah. The pretzels are coming with me back to the ship as part
Exactly.
of my 2 pounds.
You can get all your bread and all that crap in your 2 pound takeaway.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, food's actually good. Huge variety, full dessert bar. They got a couple of those different meat stations where they got some working Joes, like, with the little knives and tongs, like cutting you off fresh hunks of whatever meat they're serving. But yeah, you get loaded up, you make it back to your table. If you're trying to eavesdrop, go ahead and give me observation tests.
Definitely doing the same here.
Yeah, go for it.
3.
Not bad. Both of you pulled 3s. Very good. So, conversation is just about as, criminal as what you were expecting. Everyone here is definitely on the wrong side of the law. They're talking about they're running this kind of thing, they're running that kind of drug. You get hints at one table talking about some job hitting up a corporate supply line. The thing that catches you the most is there are a couple references of people heading back to base. Like, oh yeah, stop by, sell our goods, get back out there, find something else. And a name comes up a few times. Tortuga.
Okay.
And that's the big takeaway. Another one's talking about like, oh, Gracie doesn't take this anymore. She only buys that. Or, can't wait to get back to Tater. He's doing whatever work on whatever gun for me. And, lots of references to Tortuga. And the way they're talking about it, it sounds like it's relatively close. But you all not having any strong ties to the criminal underground, especially the piracy rings. I'll say you don't necessarily recognize the name. But yeah, they keep reference a home base, Tortuga, selling shit, getting jobs. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds close enough, though, that maybe we'd be able to figure it out from like, hey, here's an asteroid collection, or hey, here's
There's a chance,
a station that's decommissioned.
There's a good
Yeah,
chance.
a
Yeah.
little educated guessing.
Yep.
But
Maybe listen up for somebody who's heading there when they're done here.
yeah. As you all make it through your first round, let's see here. 1 to 2 is Dan, 3 to 4 is Bert. Dan, as Phil's going up, Phil, are you hitting the dessert bar yet? Or you working round 2 on more of the entrees?
Oh, you eat till you're sick, and then you put dessert on top because there's always room for dessert.
As you're, hitting up the trays, they got Salisbury steak. They've got a little hamburger section, but the hamburger patties all look real dry. But then you see it. They had ribs drowned in barbecue. You grab the tongs, you're fishing around. It looks like there's got to be something in here still. And eventually, you pull out the last rib. Huge chunks of meat on this thing. You're getting ready to slap it on your plate. And all of a sudden, you feel this big, meaty hand wrap around yours and start just guiding your hand to their plate. And you look and you see this. It's got to be a mechanic or something. Grease covered. Looks made, his entire body's just callous, big, kind of muscular dude. Oh, it's mine.
I don't know.
I love the zoo. You lean in before it hits his plate and you just take a fucking bite. You've got sauce on your face, meat's dangling out. And this dude gives you like the fucking death stare. And he just lets go of your hand and just fucking backhands you right across the face.
He's gonna kill Phil.
Maybe. Let's see. Let's roll at... Nope. Is it this one? It's this one. We're going to say this guy's strong. And right about there. Okay. Base damage is 1. Oh, shit. Phil. How do you do? He doesn't do
lightning
any
reflexes.
Lightning reflexes.
You never get in between a man and his meat.
As you duck, the big meaty fist goes soaring over your head. Do you do any kind of follow-up? Now, Dean, you'll definitely hear this guy like yell and you'll see him swing and Phil just duck under his fist. What happens? Phil?
I'm looking for his buddies.
Observation test.
It's always got buddies. I do not see his buddies.
But you're keeping it together. You look around. You see that everyone's kind of stopped, maybe half stood up in anticipation of a fight. It's not immediately
I know how
apparent.
this works, though. Right now, it's an honor fight, so I'm just gonna chew my meat
I was
and
just
watch
gonna-
what's going on.
I was actually, now that my hands are free, gonna dive back in there and see if I can find another piece of ribs.
Oh, so he swings, you duck, you go back up with the tongs. So you had the tongs, he grabbed your hand, you bit, and he let go of your hand to swing at you. So you still have the tongs with the first rib. You plop that on your plate and you just dive back in looking for another rib. Give me an observation test.
This might be the most important thing I do all day.
It might be.
Oh, wow.
Do you... Let's see how we want. Okay. You don't. You connect with something. It clacks. You pull it out and you see it is just the bone. Like, this 6-7 inch rib bone. It looks like all the meat's probably fallen off from sitting in the hot juice all day. This dude, he is just cursing and he's yelling at you, and you see this hand coming back in for you. What do you do?
Would be rude for me to take all the ribs for myself, so I'll be like, sorry, man, I tried. Drop the bone on his plate.
The fact that it is just a bone agitates him further.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing this on purpose.
He takes his plate and he just tries to smash it, just like pie face plates. Oh, you're not gonna.
I don't think I'm gonna get lucky a second time.
This is
We'll
why we
see.
can't go to nice places because we start a food fight.
2 successes.
Oh,
Base
oh.
damage is 1. That's going to give you 2 points of damage as this hot plate of food just gets broken across the bridge of your nose. You go stumbling back a few. People are yelling, they're cheering at this point. At this point, Dean, you, over the cheers, you see that there is a table, 4 or 5 other people sitting on it that are actually cheering for this guy by name, and they're just yelling out, Bubba, Bubba. So
Okay.
you spot a
Yeah, no. Dean knows how this sort of thing goes. So as long as his buddies don't jump in,
Dean's
we'll
not
let it
jumping
play
in.
out, and I'll drag him out after he gets knocked out.
Sure.
Oh, it's inevitable. Like Phil is not a fighter, so
Phil, you just took a plate to the face. I mean, you've got all the options in the world. Do you attack back? Do you run? Crawl away? Apologize? What are you doing, man?
I mean,
Offer
I
him a
guess there's
pudding.
food. There's food on my face, so I guess just gotta eat it.
Give me a manipulate test. This is weird as shit.
You know what? Why not? We'll
Yeah, push that. Oh yeah, look at
we're,
that.
We're
Look at
we're
that.
we're committing. It's a shame to waste food.
What the hell, man? As like Phil's like, hum, like you're picking it off your shirt, just
The blood adds
shoving
more
it in
flavor
your
to the
mouth.
sauce.
What the fuck? I ain't got time for this kind of crazy. And he just fucking storms off and he goes and sits down at his table with his friends. He's red faced. He's mad. His friends are fucking like laughing at him. Phil, do you take your plate back to your table?
Well, I assume I still have room for more. I only got one rib.
Right? Yeah, okay. The 2 of you finish your meal. You have your 2 pounds of pretzels shoved in a styrofoam box.
Dean takes all the sides. He just ate nothing but meat. Now he's filling it with
Loading it
sides.
up
Now
on
his
sides.
bread,
Yeah.
his
Oh,
desserts.
All right. 2 of you head out. Anything following up as you leave or immediately after you leave?
Hmm.
Nah.
Actually, how close
I
is
missed
that
a great
table?
Their table, maybe 20 feet, 30 feet from where your table was.
Okay. Could we hear their conversation from where we are? Just the acoustics and such. Not that I want to eavesdrop, but I want to drop something into people listening to us.
Oh, you're one. Okay.
Right. So I'm going to throw out a little bit of misinformation. So I'm going to grab him on the back and I say, yeah, eat up, buddy. We haven't had any good scores in a long time. I know. I'm hungry too, man. We got to get something good soon.
Give me a manipulation test.
Okay. Oh, I have none of this. Come on, dice.
You pull a success.
I pull a success. Okay.
Sure. You definitely, as you're kind of saying this, it seems like you definitely got some ears on you from that table.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I wanted. There we go.
So, Connor and Liv, it's 2 of you are kind of moving around the casino floor. More than once, some working Joes come up, offer you drinks, whatever you want, they can have made. Other than that, they've got roulette, they've got poker, blackjack, slot machines, as far as the eye can see. You can see there are people here, and like I said, a couple dozen maybe gambling at different spots. You can see kind of towards the back in kind of not a full-on private room, but like a large alcove in the back. You can see there's a private game going on. Looks like a poker game, kind of from the number of chips you're seeing. It looks kind of high stakes. It's what you initially see. What are you 2 doing now that you're on the floor? Got free reign.
Well, I was gonna go mess about with the slot machines and eavesdrop.
Okay.
Liv, what do you want to do?
I am thinking of just screaming the name Ripper Torres like really loud and seeing if anyone reacts.
That's a possibility.
Ripper Torres! And so
Okay,
she
we'll
screams
go
it
with
really
it.
loud.
Observation test.
Yeah. Success?
Success. You pull a success. Yeah. As Connor, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go hit the slot machine, see if I can. Then just Liv yells it out. Plenty of people look, but Liv, as you're paying attention, you can see. I mean, what could be a couple retirees. Think that very kind of old couple on vacation, setting at slots side by right next to each other. They kind of stop. They look, they kind of whisper back and forth to each other a little bit. And they're trying to watch you discreetly. They're not really getting up there following, but you can see whenever you glance in their direction, you can see that they're kind of, trying to play it cool, make it seem like they're not watching you actively, but they are.
Still say to Connor, if Connor's still there, those old people are staring at me. We should probably go threaten them or something.
Well, you are just shouting randomly in a public place.
Yeah, but they're looking at me. There's a difference,
Well, let's. How about you meander over there, and I'll keep an eye on them from over here. Try not to threaten them because that'll probably get you kicked out.
Okay. Do you want like a knife or something? I still have all my
good.
weapons. Okay.
I'm good.
All right. Oh yeah, it's true. You're never unarmed. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry about her. She just yells out random names from time to time. It's a condition she's got.
It's not going to be a problem.
It's not random.
You're away from me. I'm telling you, got Tourette's. I'm a terrible man.
They all right. Makes me regret that she only gave me $100, but okay. All right. So once again, Connor and Liv, which one of you are going to talk to the old couple?
Liv is.
Absolutely. You head on over, and as you're getting closer, they're frantically trying to wrap up what they're doing. They're getting their little cards out, getting their coins into their buckets.
Why were you looking at me?
The old lady kind of stops and kind of swivels towards you. Just hadn't seen you before, hun.
Shut up. Why were you really looking at me? Come on, let's go.
Why the hell were you yelling out for Ripper Torres?
Because I would like to speak with Ripper Torres. Are you Ripper Torres?
No, I ain't Ripper Torres.
Do you know who Ripper Torres is?
Oh, yeah?
Okay, can you point me to Ripper Torres then?
Oh, he ain't here. He was here.
Okay.
Maybe a day ago, swung through, but then he headed on out. What you wanted to look for him for? Getting crossed up with him's bad business. Worse business than usual.
He killed my parents. So which way did Ripper Torres go? Which ship? Anything you can tell me? If you don't want a young girl to avenge the death of her parents, then that's fine with you. If you can stand by and not let something like that be avenged, I guess that's fine for you, but I just can't stand that. So anytime you want to go ahead and tell me some useful information, that'd be great.
Okay, well, I mean, yes, we'll tell you the information. You just need to take it down a few notches. Listen, Ripper Torres is an asshole who gives other hard-working individuals out here a bad name. But if you want to find him, you just got to head to Tortuga.
Okay. Where's Tortuga?
Oh. All right. She'll send over some coordinates to you. Now, yeah, head there. Be careful. When Ripper came through, some of his crew mentioned that they were heading back to turn in a bounty. And just try not to get crossed up with him. He's got some expensive backers. You know, he's got some money behind him. So
Like corporate?
I wasn't going to say that, but there is definitely a group of individuals that profit specifically from taking jobs for corporate.
Okay. You've been really helpful. Thank you very much. No,
Hey.
seriously, that was great. I appreciate it.
If you're going to kill him, and you should,
Oh no, I'm going to probably.
okay. Listen, he owes us. He stole from us. You should get it back.
Okay. What did he steal from you?
Did
he steal your parents too?
No, he didn't.
Okay. Let's
long
hear your
dead.
story though. That's fine. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
We're from Tortuga as well. We lived there back before it was what it is now. And Rippert, he done stole some collectibles from us.
Yeah.
And I want, if you can get them back, that would be great.
Sure. What kind of collectibles are those?
Action figures. Collectible
Totally.
Ghostbusters.
Right. Okay. Got it. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Connor,
And then-
as he's kind of following Liv out, he's like, thank you for the information. That's just my sis. It's all good. Thank you for your help.
Yeah. They a little worried, but it's fine. You can hear them afterwards. You think they'll be able to get them back? We worked hard to collect all those.
I keep an eye out.
All right. We'll say you all eventually meet back up. Connor, you get your weapons out of the check. It's not a problem. As you're all kind of teaming back up outside of the buffet.
Jesus, Phil.
What?
Covered.
Oh, did I miss something?
All
Phil
right.
just
well,
really into his food. That's all.
it apparently was very raw, but also still kicking and screaming. So
Oh, no, that was someone else. I didn't eat them.
I'm glad you clarified that. What kind of madman eats people?
I mean, some
Every
of them.
session has to have
Everybody
a cannibal.
eating out of dish 5 there in the corner.
I mean, I probably could have pointed to a few of them in the buffet who didn't know what they were eating.
As you're all having this conversation, guy walks up to you. Dean, you recognize him from Bubba's table.
All right.
So, sorry for cutting in on your conversation, but I overheard you're looking for some work, maybe some quick cash.
Quick is good.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. Where are y'all heading to after this?
Tortuga.
Even better. I got some stuff that I need you to take on for us. When you get to Tortuga, I'll get you an address. Just bring it there.
All right. What's the pay like?
Pays plenty good. He throws out like, I'll give you $2,000 now. Another 2 after we get the stuff at Tortuga.
All right. I kind of look at everyone first.
Now,
Fine.
Yeah. All right.
this
Yeah.
is under the table. Don't tell anyone what you're doing.
Yeah. Duty free. I got you.
You got it.
Was it one of your friends did that to our doctor's face?
Yep, that'd be Bubba. I saw it. Your friend there, he's kind of an odd duck.
He is. He ain't all right.
Yeah.
Now, I think a fair additional coordinate to this here situation is I think you need to let your friend Bubba just sit down, get back what's coming to him. Just one good clean hit before we leave.
In
I mean, look at that
all
little spindly
fairness,
asshole.
your weird friend here did take a bite of food right out of Bubba's hands.
Bubba got his peg or two knocked down. Trust me.
The food was in my hands. It's just that my hands were in his hands. So are you trying to say that my hands were food? Because I didn't take a bite out of them.
I guess
What the hell am I
does,
don't know why I'm trying to stick up for you. Nobody disregard that. Let's
you know,
look at my
that
thinking.
does add new meaning to take me to dinner first, I guess.
Fair enough.
Now,
All right.
where are we making the?
At
Where
the
we,
buffet
where
of
we
love.
loading on?
Well, you don't need to know what you're loading on. We
No,
got
where
a couple.
are we loading on?
Oh, we'll bring it down to you, ship. Where you docked at?
Give him the dock number.
Hey, give us an hour. We'll send someone down with a dolly. Load
Is it
up.
radioactive? Is it explosive? Like, can you just, I don't want to know what it is specifically, but you got to kind of tell us that kind of stuff if
is
we're going to put it on the ship.
Not radioactive. It is not explosive. It's not
Anything that's going to
dangerous.
harm us, flammable, perishable, that sort of thing.
Nah. Just
Edible.
I mean, if you're hungry enough, but I wouldn't. It's not living and it's not actively dangerous and it won't explode. It is, just something we need to get on the station and something we can't bring onto the station ourselves.
I got you.
Toilet paper. Got it.
But yeah,
Oh yeah, we'll meet you down there. Would you say about an hour?
about an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Yeah.
We
I got
bring it down. We'll bring the money with you, or we'll bring our money to you. And then
Yeah,
after you
yeah.
drop it off,
I gotta get some fuel. I'm a little light. A little light.
All right. Well, that'll
They
cover it.
if we come back this way, them folks at that nudie colony, they like to do some racetrack business. Got some old fashioned cars.
Boy, I would not want to work on heavy machinery in the nude.
Yeah, I wouldn't take any of the upholstery from their cars up on account of the grundle sweat and whatnot, but some of the other parts might be okay.
This
At
guy's
least-
gone. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And I'll just kind of, just clue you guys in as we walk. It's like, yeah, figured I'd sell the fact that we're not very good pirates. Heck, for all I know, they're going to be loading the person we're looking for onto our ship for us.
Well, they did say they weren't
Maybe.
alive,
It
so
sounds like maybe want to head for Tortuga anyway, in all actuality. Liv got some good intel.
Oh, good. I was just going to check the charts and see what I can figure out. I know it's close. You got a more than an
Oh, I
approximation?
have the coordinates.
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
we're good.
Yeah. All right.
Mhm.
All right.
You guys
Of course you would.
eating
Of course you would.
ribs or whatever, but yeah.
Here. Hey, yeah, I got 2 pounds worth of desserts. Have some. Get fat, you little.
Is there
Oh, sorry.
anything green in there? Maybe.
In the buffet, they did have a full salad bar.
Oh God, whatever. I'll just
Don't
drink
ever
protein
trust a
drinks.
salad bar at a buffet. It's
I don't trust anything at a buffet. It's like open food. That's disgusting. Oh my God.
Builds resistance.
Exactly.
Yeah. That sounds like something like, people who are trying to justify their actions say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Not lying.
Yeah, so you got an hour. You all can head for the ship. Wait for your stuff. Or if there's something else you want to do, if anyone wants to go eat, there's the buffet. You hit up the casino. There was the souvenir shop.
I'm going to go
You know
wreck
what?
a toilet.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to take some time to spend with what
I mean, that is
Lawrence
important.
and Casey. Gonna go talk to Lawrence and Casey, them 2 bouncers, and gonna try and work with them on some verbal disarming techniques.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me your command test to try and teach them some verbal disarming techniques.
I go to the buffet.
You go to the buffet, Dean. You find one of their public restrooms and disrespect it.
That's right.
Roy, yeah, you actually
Not just Dean.
gonna clean yourself up yet?
Liv,
I'll probably do that.
what are you gonna do?
She's gonna try to sneak down to wherever that guy was that we were just doing a job with and see if she can, get an eye on him.
Okay.
Just stalk him a bit.
Yeah, give me a mobility test. Roy, you do a good
Okey-doke.
job teaching him some disarming techniques. You take him through some things. Takes him a little bit to kind of to catch on to what you're doing and why you're learning, instructing them on these things. But they eventually warm up on it. Maybe.
Holy
It
crap!
is very much Roadhouse, is what's going on.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Liv.
5 successes.
Yeah, you
Jeez.
disappear into the shadows. And you tail this guy back to his ship. He meets up with his crew. As soon as he meets up, they're not aware of you, but with this great stealth test, you're going to get a lot of information from him. First thing they do is, as he rejoins, like, are they going to do it? Are they going to bring the shit? And confirmation, small talk on the way down. They are excited because they owe someone on the station by the name of Gracie money. And Gracie is intending to collect it out of anything they bring in. And the giant box full of drugs that they're going to be putting on your ship, they don't want Gracie to get a cut of it. They want to get it on the station so they can move it themselves. It's coming across, they're very much just smugglers. As the conversation kind of leads, they are heading down to their ship. It's heading towards that one where I mentioned where it's got a little too much engine shoved into it, trying to make it look like it's not anywhere near as fast as what it actually is. But yeah, they're talking about, oh yeah, we picked it up over here. Now they can bring it on board. We can cut it out and sell it there. Yeah, you got some drug smugglers, and you all are sneaking these drugs onto the station so they can avoid paying their, what they owe to this Gracie person.
Is there any like hammerhead shark imagery anywhere on there?
No, there's not.
Okay. I was just curious. Okay.
No, there's not.
All
This is, very kind of subdued, trying to fly under the radar kind of ship.
It's going to be great. Liv's just thinking, okay, this is great. We can just give all the drugs to this Gracie person who's clearly powerful, get it in with her, and then screw these people. So that's what she's thinking right now.
Absolutely, yeah. You follow them back to the ship. They go in. I would imagine you're probably not sneaking on your ship, or onto their ship, or am I incorrect on that?
I won't go onto their ship. No.
Okay.
No.
All right, yeah. You do your reconnaissance, and then you can head back to the ship. Connor, same deal at the buffet. 30 up front, all you can eat. Get to take 2 pounds with you.
Yep.
Nice and easy.
Chows down.
Phil, you cleaned up a little bit. Anything else you were doing, or heading back to the ship?
I mean, that's probably it.
Okay.
I mean, I got what I came here for, and a little less. So
Okay. Yeah, we'll say eventually everyone makes their way back onto the ship. Liv, you've got that additional information. Roy, you've made some friends here, kind of teaching them how to handle shit.
Just remember, staying professional, staying profitable.
It's good to know. I guess if people aren't afraid of us, they'll be more likely to enter. And then if people know that we're here being professional, they won't be so worried that we're going to shake them down after, and they'll be willing to spend more money. Hey, it's good thinking there.
Mm-hmm.
We may get a raise after applying this.
I think you will.
It's good to know. And yeah, sure enough, here comes Bubba pushing this, little hand trolley with a couple of crates loaded up onto it. There's these plastic sealed crates. They got the little tamper evident tape around the lid of them. And they just push it up, and you're all able to get that shit loaded onto your ship. You've got an address for Tortuga. And we're at time. So, next session, pick up on the trip to Tortuga with a new supply of drugs and some information about what you might be able to do on Tortuga. So, sounds like a good plan. Let's do some XP questions, and then we'll skedaddle. First off, did you participate? You get an XP. Does anyone feel like they risk or sacrifice something to further their personal agenda? No. Did you risk your life for your buddy? No. Okay. Anyone challenge or stand up to your rival? I think there's a fair amount of jabbing tonight, so figure out if you did or not. Anyone make a panic roll? I know Dean did. I don't remember who else might have.
I tried, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Did anyone overcome a dangerous event using violent or non-violent means? Well, Phil definitely did. Yeah, that could go around a few ways. Yeah. Liv bribed some guards to keep her weapons. That could have gone sideways if, we tried other methods. Significant discoveries. Yeah, I say so. Take a point for that. Does anyone feel like they performed an extraordinary action of some kind? No? All right. And did you earn money? Yeah. Cole paid you all right at the start, so take a point for that.
Yeah, the pirates paid us too.
The Pirates did. They gave you another $2,000. So yeah.
Nice.
It's a double header on getting paid tonight. And that's where we got. We'll wrap it there. Let's do our closing round of plugs. Jeff, what do you got happening?
Yeah, man. So tomorrow night over on the PEG Inc. PEGINC. I'll drop the link in the chat. I'm gonna be on Savage Universe chatting about Savage World stuff. So our Holler games and our Deadlands games and whatever else is going on. I think it's gonna be like 8 Central or something. So come hang out. Yeah, that's supposed to be tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes.
You want to drop that link again?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, that's supposed to be tomorrow. So I'm gonna talk about how Jeremy essentially single-handedly forced me into run Savage Worlds all those months or year plus ago.
Nice.
So yeah, that's tomorrow night. Then Friday we've got Conan as per usual. And Saturday, we are starting up a new game as we are taking a little break from One Ring for a couple of weeks while one of our players is out of the country. So we're going to be playing Embers of the Imperium. It's a Twilight Imperium role-playing game. It's the Genesis system. So we're going to be doing that for about 3 weeks. So you can come watch that in our usual One Ring slot. And then, speaking of Holler, on Monday, Bert and Dan, Jeremy, Chuck, myself, we're going to be playing some Holler. And Tuesday, we're back to Forbidden Lands.
Kick ass. Very nice. John, what's up, man?
Not much. We're on a little break for the Goblin game for this week.
Someone forgot to edit those and upload those. I wonder who it could be.
Yeah, and we've also not had any other issues at all with the technical end of things, and definitely don't have to redo a session. But yeah, on the Defenders of Cobalt YouTube channel. Typically on Tuesdays and Thursdays, there will be new episodes of our Pathfinder 2 actual play. We're doing the Age of Ashes adventure path, and oops, they are all goblins, and it's all goblins.
It is aggressively all goblins.
Aggressively,
exactly
all goblins.
What it says.
Yeah,
as advertised.
Yeah. Dan, you want to throw anything out there?
No, rather than stop in at the Discord, you could find all of us, Grim Imperial Studios, Lollygaggers, memes, frogs, video game discussion, all sorts of things.
True story. Bert, what you got happening, man?
This Friday, Bill is running us through the second part of the new Swords and Wizardry second edition revised, I think it's called.
Nice.
This Saturday, some Cyberpunk Red, and this Sunday, I don't know, maybe some more Bloody Appalachia. We'll see.
Should be available this Sunday. Yeah,
I am.
Very cool. Jeremy?
Aaron Reese on Patreon. Got comics, maps, tokens, other fun stuff. Why not? Check it out.
Check it out. All right. On the Defenders front, if you swing back through Friday night, John is running us something. John, what the hell are you running us?
I am running the first part of the Universe Ball anthology, the SSOS, in which the players will be playing a group of survivors from an apocalypse, lizard folk or lizard people who are rescued by a space cruise ship that is very weird and very different, and they need to pull a heist on the space cruise ship to make money to save their dear mom.
Nice. I'm playing the wild card.
He is.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's Friday. Saturday. Oh, we're not doing it. Well, we've got stuff happening Saturday, but it's not going to be anywhere you can watch it. So I'm sorry for mentioning it. We'll be back to this next Wednesday. More Alien. Yeah, till we see you next time. What is it we're supposed to say, Bert? Eat gas station food, wreck bathrooms, and steal food out of other people's hands. Good enough. Deuces.
Rules to live by.
Rules to live by.